Hey, it's Tuesday with Terry. I'm Terry Murphy, bringing you tips to make you the rock star of any communication. And today we're going to talk about the one thing that we're all probably thinking about right now, and that is the holiday greeting thing. And so very often we default to doing the kinds of things that are not personal or authentic. Yeah, it's great to get a card. I mean, they're wonderful if somebody thought of you, but if they just sign it, doesn't really communicate much. So what if we changed it up a little bit? What if we boosted it with a personal piece that doesn't cost a lot of money? One of them is to send something with a donation card. If you're not sending gifts, I mean, if everybody gets a whole can of nuts, that's just great, but they're not going to remember that. But they will remember if you donate in their name. And it could be something as simple as something personal. If they have pets, the ASPCA, if they are, particularly into children's sports, maybe the local children's sports program. My favorite are vets, women's shelters, food donations to the food banks. Here's the thing. People want to be thought of as people and not as their wallet or their role. And when you do something that's outside of the standard, which is, of course, everybody likes to be remembered, and we do that, but why do we do it? We do it so that they remember us to usually do more business. And that just isn't as transparent as I think it could be when you add a personal touch to it. And you can do that by having it pre-printed in a card. In this one, we did it to the continuing the spirit of the holidays, a donation has been made to ASPCA in your name. Okay, if they have a dog, they're going to love you. Very often I send the puppies a gift, and I make sure that it's safe and edible and all that kind of thing. And it's specific to their dog. One of the greatest things that I've learned from one of our coaches is he has a Christmas in July. So he does this whole thing with flamingos, and everybody knows what it is, but they know that they're remembered. It's an event. Now, if you can't do an event, and when you do an event, make it personal. If it's a pie giveaway, have it at your office, have it at a destination. Make it a little bit more fun than just picking up a pie. Nobody wants to drive all the way across town, especially you live in like a big metro city like LA, for a pie. They probably don't even eat pie in LA. But the idea is fun because it's community driven. Before you just start sending gifts this year and cards, think about how to make it just a little more personal so that they don't feel like it's a kind of a pedestrian thing to do because it's the holidays, but because you truly acknowledge who they are and what they do and how they contribute to your life. At the end of the day, relationships are the key to continued connection. And when you communicate with more personal, more authentic, and more consistent communication, then you win. So everybody has to have a wonderful holiday, including you. But before you invest some money in some cards that they're going to throw away, put in a note, make a donation, invite them to an event, ask them to save a date for one later in the year, because it does get busy at the holidays. But at the end, make it so that you know that they are seen, valued, and heard, and that you appreciate what they do for you and others. I'm Terry Murphy. Join me every Tuesday for a tip that makes communication more authentic, more connective, highly engaging, and makes it so that they know what you're trying to communicate. Words are dopey. Trust me, we don't get it. I have an ebook on the 10 tips to make you the rock star of your next presentation. And as an executive coach and consultant for how to communicate more authentically, just email me at terry@terrymurphy.com. In the meantime, get ready for those holidays because they're coming.